Hi everyone, this is your host 𝘲𝙪 and you're watching Wave TV and you're listening to Radio Wave. It is observed that in the process of migration, the people who migrate from foreign countries to the Western countries such as US, UK, Canada or even Australia, that it's a very difficult process initially, but as they keep on settling, they put in their hard efforts and they see results and they settle down eventually. And that's all because of the facilities and the services that are provided by these countries are so great that it takes, initially it's hard, but eventually they settle very well. And then these foreign people, they play a vital role, an important role in the multicultural communities. And now we can see these people, what they try to do, they form up in the forms of groups and associations, and then they try to give back to these countries. And in that process, there is something called integration that plays a vital role in this process. But it's not that easy. You can't just define it in term of a word only. So it's just not a word. Its integration has a lot of different process and system that people have to go through. So today we'll be talking about integration in Western society with Mr. Ali Kadri. Thank you very much, Mr. Ali Kadri, for having here. I'm very thankful from the Wave Media Group and myself that you're here every week. And so to start the program today, why is integration important for a regular person, and how does it play a vital role for a developing society?
Look, integration, as you said, and you rightly said so, that integration is not just a simple word, it means a lot. The reason integration is important is because for any individual to thrive in a society, that individual needs support of the society. And you can't get the support of the society if you don't understand the society, if you don't feel part of the society, or if the society doesn't feel that you're part of it.
Fair enough.
Right? So that's why to be part of a society, to progress, to give back to the society, and to take something from the society, you have to be integrated in the society.
True. My other question, now you have a theory that I have heard on the other talk shows and all that you have a theory that integration is a process how the rainbow forms, the colors of rainbow form in form of integration. Could you explain me? I'm not really aware of it. Could you give me a background about that theory?
So a society is made out of different colors, right? It's made out of different kind of people.
True.
Just like the colors of rainbow. But when they come together, they look more beautiful. So, we come in from different countries, from around the world. And obviously we bring our cultures, we bring our ideologies, we bring our religion, we bring a lot of things to the society. And then we give that to the society. We teach some things to the society, and then we learn some things from the society. That enriches us. So by itself, a color of a rainbow will look isolated. It will still look nice, but it will look isolated. You bring everything together, and it makes a pretty picture. That's what integration is, coming together with your differences, but looking as one and more beautiful.
Fair enough. That's a very nice analogy. That we as a youth, we are looking faster ways and quicker ways. Is there any quicker way for integration?
Look, I guess it's an ongoing process, integration, right? It's you got to keep on doing it day in, day out of your life. As I said, initially you come in, you do things to be part of a society, then you give back to the society, feel part of it, and make others feel that you are part of it. So it's an ongoing process. There's no fast way of achieving anything in life. I guess you got to just keep on doing it.
No, like giving a certain amount of money to your Western person, like your white people, and you make a friends, something like that. A quicker way is not like building a long-term relationship. I come into this society, I come into this room where there are few white people in there, I'm just totally of different color, and I just somehow straight away integrate with them. Is there anything like that?
Before we answer that question, I think it's important to understand what integration is. Integration is not compromising your identity or who you are. Integration is keeping your identity, but feeling part of the place you are in, society you are in. At the same time, making others feel that you are going to be a contributing member of your society. You can't do that if you compromise your principles and you go. So if just to be like others, you compromise your principles, you're not really integrating. You are assimilating, which is dangerous, right? So to integrate, you have to keep your morals, you have to keep your principles, stick to them, and then at the same time, don't alienate others. So I'll give an example. There is, and two extreme examples. So one example is that there are people who come from overseas, migrate, they come here and they want to give up everything which makes them, or everything about their culture and then adopt everything which is in the West or in the country they come in. And obviously no society is 100% right. So there are a lot of things in the Western societies which are not good and should not be adopted.
All right.
Then there are other people who come into this country and they're so stuck to their ways that they don't want to even talk to or think. They start thinking low of people who are
extreme.
Of the Western side.
Okay.
And that's the other side of the extreme. And I think the right path to integration is in the middle. Respect the people for their opinions, their differences. Do not compromise on your opinions, your principles, and work towards building a better society.
Okay. So this is the one end. We're looking at one perspective. Now we are entering a community which is different to us. Now let's say if some white person walks into a mosque. Now you're on the receiving end. What is your responsibility in terms of integration now? Now he's only a unique person, but you have your, you get my point, that you have your own brothers who knows your culture and background, and this person is new. Now what's your responsibility for that?
I think to make them feel welcome and to again, look, when I invite a lot of people to the mosque, and a lot of people come to the mosque for the first time when they come to the mosque, you have to understand that they don't know about our culture. So if they do something which is not right, or which does not fit your cultural norms, say it in such a way that doesn't offend them. Okay, and do it in that way. And I'll give you the classical example. Some females come to the mosque. Females who are non-Muslim, they come to the mosque, and let's say they're wearing a sleeveless top, and they come into the mosque. Now, if you're going to,
stop them,
or be aggressive with them, or think that they come to take over somehow, desecrate your mosque, then you're going to put them off. There's a better way of telling them that, look, this is how we dress in the mosque, this is and why we do it. That's important as well, right? So you do that, and outside the mosque they can do whatever they want to do, but this is our culture, this is how we do it, and don't force anything on people. Just let them be what they want to do.
True. All right, we'll take a short break and we'll be back up.
सामने हो मंजिल तो रास्ता ना छोड़ना, जो मन में हो वो ख्वाब ना तोड़ना, हर कदम पे मिलेगी कामयाबी तुम्हें, बस सितारे चुनने के लिए कभी जमीन ना छोड़ना। वेव मीडिया ग्रुप अपने ऑस्ट्रेलिया और दुनिया भर के सामीन और नाजरीन के लिए आ रहा है वेव टीवी और वेव रेडियो। वेव साइन ऑफ लाइफ। वेव टीवी की तजर्बेकार टीम में शुएब जैदी, डॉक्टर अहमद खालिक, अली कादरी, डॉक्टर शाहिद अली, सप्तेन नजम, डॉक्टर शबीर, सैयद नूर, रहीम सुल्ला, इनायतुल्लाह जर्रा, खालिद भट्टी, सैयद अली होंगे। वेव टीवी पर आप देख सकेंगे मुख्तलिफ जबानों में तज्जिए, तबसरे, जिसमें बात होगी बच्चों की तरबियत और उनके मुस्तकबिल और तालीमात के हवाले से, नौजवानों के मसाइल, बुजुर्गों के मुशाहिदे और दुनिया और पाकिस्तान के हालात हाजरा पर प्रोग्राम। और हाँ, वेव रेडियो और वेव टीवी पर आप अपने कारोबार, अपनी कंपनी को भी प्रमोट कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये आपका अपना मीडिया ग्रुप है। आपकी कामयाबी ही हमारी कामयाबी है। वेव वर्ल्ड एशियन वॉइस एंटरटेनमेंट, वेव साइन ऑफ लाइफ। तो हमारी ये बेहतरीन ट्रांसमिशन सुनना ना भूलिए www.radiowavefm.com पे, या फिर आप हमारी ऐप भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं वेव मीडिया ग्रुप के नाम से। अभी भी कहीं भी दुनिया भर में किसी भी जगह पर सिर्फ और सिर्फ रेडियो वेव। इट्स रेडियो वेव।
So, is there any limit, Mr. Kadri? Is there any limit on the integration? Is that this is the fine line, after this I cannot step over? Is there something called limit on integration?
Again, by nature, integration does not mean compromising your identity. So I don't think there's a limit. Integration is just assimilation is a wrong thing. You don't compromise who you are to just fit into a society. There's no limit to integration. I think the ultimate integration, ultimate sign of integration is that the society accepts you and you accept the society.
Sure. Okay. Now we have many people in our society, like especially in our southeastern side, like subcontinental side, we have a lot of people who have made associations, we have got scholars with us, writers with us. What is their role and responsibility in terms of integration?
Look, everybody plays a role, I guess. And my understanding is the more people do this work, the better it is. So make 10,000 different associations. Okay, make 500 different associations. Doesn't matter. Just as long as you play a positive role, you play a role where you encourage people to respect other people's opinions and identities while not compromising on your identity and your principles. Okay, as long as people are promoting that message, if there are more platforms doing so, that's a good thing. Okay, and everybody should do that. Right. So the role is to encourage people to keep their identity and respect other people's identity.
Okay. For listeners and viewers, could you give a short and brief conclusion on this integration and what should be their role, generally, just to close up? Yeah,
I've said this a few times, and I think I'll say it again. Don't compromise who you are. Respect other people's opinion. And there are a lot of commonalities, a lot of things you can do which will be good for you and the society. Keep on doing that.
All right. Thank you very much thank you for coming in and talking on the current affairs. And all of you will see you next week with Ali Kadri again in this program, Current Affairs. Thank you.